Hi, I'm Pritesh.
I cannot describe myself in one word or one sentence, not even a paragraph. मुझे कई सारी किताबें लिखनी पड़ी.
So, I am Pritesh Khare, an engineer turned cinematographer, photographer, writer, creative head, and a media publisher. I was born on 2nd of May 1993 in an extremely humble, caste middle class family. My father, Mr. R.S. Khare, is a retired engineer who has served Indian Railways for 40 years. My mother, Mrs. Aruna Khare, is a science graduate and one of the most ideal housewives and mother. I have four siblings, all sisters. Being the youngest in the family, I was and I still am the most loved and pampered kid of my house. My parents are two extremely beautiful, spiritual and wise humans जिन्होंने अपने हार्ड वर्क, सैक्रिफाइसेस एंड बेहद प्यार से हमें इतनी अच्छी प्रिविलेज्ड लाइफ दी है. सो बिफोर एनीथिंग आई एम ग्रेटफुल टू यू मम्मी एंड पापा. थैंक यू फॉर दिस अमेजिंग लाइफ. आई लव यू. We are the natives of a very small village, now a town, Mauranipur in Uttar Pradesh. But I was born in Khandwa, as Mr. Khare used to work in Indian Railways and got transferred every 5 years across the nation. Getting transferred is an adventurous element in the life of a central government employee. So within a year of my birth, my father got transferred to Katni. I lived a couple of years in Katni, then again we had to move to Gwalior. Gwalior, my love. I lived a significant time of my life in Gwalior, almost 12 to 13 years. Almost all of my schooling was done in Gwalior. I was a creatively curious kid since childhood who grew up listening to the spiritual and motivational stories of our God and sages. Stories of Lord Rama, Lord Hanuman, Sri Krishna, Ganesha.
दुर्गा दुर्गातिशमनी दुर्गा पद्मवारिणी दुर्गम चेदनी दुर्गम साधनी दुर्गम नाशनी दुर्गोत्त धारणी दुर्नंती दुर्मापा द्रोम ज्ञानदार दुर्दैतलो दवाना दुर्मा द्रुमा लोका दुर्मा स्वरूपी दुर्मा पर्दा दुर्गम विद्या दुर्गम आशिता दुर्गम ज्ञान संस्थाना दुर्गम ध्यान वासनी दुर्मोह दुर्मगा दुर्मा स्वरूपिणी दुर्मा सुसंगति दुर्मा युद्धारणी दुर्मांगी दुर्मता दुर्मया दुर्मेश्वरी दुर्भीमा दुर्भामा दुर्गर्भा दुर्नाली. जय देवी माँ.
My mother was my best friend since childhood. So मेरी जितनी भी strengths हैं according to me मुझे मेरी मम्मा से मिली है. Like a strong spiritual inclination, strong willpower, never give up, positive kind of attitude. और मेरा social behavior, दया भाव और से a bit of intelligence मुझे मेरे पापा से मिली है. I had a wonderful childhood. I had a blast at home till high school. After the real discovery in my life started with useless challenges and hormonal changes which a regular teenager goes through. Like many others, I was also told that life is a race. अगर आगे नहीं भागोगे तो पीछे रह जाओगे, etc., etc., etc. But your bro always knew that he will pave his own path. Not really, huh?
वापस से आ रहे थे तो साले कुत्ते जीत रहे
I was a pompous guy who left no stone unturned to fail in his major subjects, mathematics, physics and chemistry. तो फिर किसी ने कहा इंजीनियर बनाओ इस लौंडे को. And I was sent to Kota. I'm an ex-Elenite, in a hostel full of 74 kids aspiring to become engineers and doctors, precisely IITians. I remember after the first orientation of our director, Mr. Rajesh Maheshwari, I somehow realized that I am gonna have a really hard time here. Friendships, bondings, hostel ki masti, guy fights, friends fights, and waking up with friends the whole night and getting punished for sleeping in the class was my usual routine. I learned almost all the aspects to survive in life in Kota, but could not manage to survive in IIT. But my biggest reward from Kota was my brother, my bestie, Akash Pandey. Me and Akash continued to live together for 7 years after Kota in Indore. IIT did not happen, but I managed to get into one of the most prestigious technical institutes in Madhya Pradesh, Medicaps it is. The real adventure of my life begins here. I was significantly extra on life experiences when I started doing engineering. I used to have an active participation in the language labs, sports activities, and college fests. I knew that I can easily learn and pass engineering, but I can't be an engineer for a lifetime. At least in this system and this institution, who has the most orthodox director and all what people care about the green ticks on your attendance. I did not like the module at all. So I just focused on my music, singing, and guitar skills, aspiring to become the next Atif Aslam. All what I did in the first year of my engineering was play guitar, read trending books, go clubbing, house parties, traveling around, and a lot of flirting.
छोटी सी है जिंदगी ये छोटी सी है जिंदगी उससे छोटा एक सपना
Suddenly, everything changed after I was introduced to the productive world of social media. My reading and writing increased, and I could see innumerable opportunities and a world full of resources on the internet. I somehow realized that just music will not satisfy me. I'm a shark. I need more. Meanwhile, I got placed in a company, and while I was reading the offer letter, I realized schooling, coaching, and then college life. I just can't fit in this module of doing things half-heartedly. I wanted to pursue something that I never get bored of. It was too hard for me to figure out my life and career when all my friends are traveling to Goa after placements. I could not make it to Goa, but I thought, why is it that people just think of Goa or Shimla or just a couple of more places when it comes to traveling? Why not Indore and other places? Is there actually nothing to explore in this city? That is where my voyage to Indore and life started. I started exploring Indore on my Activa. My pattern was to visit unexplored places, listen to the stories from local, then research and connect the dots that lead me to the actual bona fide story, and then make a note of it. I followed this pattern for a couple of weeks, and I started enjoying this process so much that I decided to translate my research to social media through my blog and pictures. I designed a logo on Picasa, and that is how I started my passion project, Indore Voyage.
Welcome to the Sports Day 2018 by Decathlon and Indore Voyage!
Hi guys, I'm Pritesh Khare from Indore Voyage. So it was another beautiful morning when I received a call from Decathlon that they want me to shoot a video vlog for the complete Decathlon Indore chapter. So we are finally here.
Decathlon is a one-stop sports shop, or I would say it's a sports city itself, where you'll find all kind of sports stuff.
My baby Indore Voyage became the first travel and lifestyle magazine of Madhya Pradesh with more than 30,000 followers. Indore Voyage became a trending platform. We are known for the depth of our research. One of the most amazing ones was the actual history of Indore. That is not properly documented anywhere. We were all around local news channels and won the National Award of Excellence in 2017. I also founded the largest youth club of Indore, that is the Voyagers Club.
Hey guys, it's a morning, second day at Indore Boys Camp.
हमारी रात 5 बजे शुरू हुई और 6:15 बजे खत्म हो गई.
Good morning. It was an amazing night and I had so much fun sleeping in the tent. It was just a different experience.
So was it fun sleeping in tent?
Yeah, it was my first time I was sleeping in and it was an amazing experience.
Let's roll. चलो mountain climb करें. कहाँ जाना है? Oh my God, we have got a sportsman out here. Yeah. Good morning. All set for the trek?
Yes.
You be able to do the trek? You have to. Yeah, that's a spirit, my friend. Yeah.
Things went on fast and Indore Voyage started growing exponentially. By the end of 2019, I transformed my baby Indore Voyage to India Voyage. India Voyage is the first ever travel magazine originated in India and an end-to-end digital marketing agency. We catered our services to prestigious brands like Marriott Hotels, Sayaji Group of Hotels, Orchid Hotels, PepsiCo, Mountain Dew, M Caffeine, and many other local and international brands.
तो उन्होंने 80 सिटीज में 270 डिफरेंट लोकेशंस में ड्यू अरीना ऑर्गेनाइज किया था विद द सेम ट्रक एंड द बाइक सिमुलेटर्स जो आपको पीछे दिखेंगे उसके. हाय गाइस, सो आई एम विद द मार्केटिंग हेड ऑफ माउंटेन ड्यू एंड रिप्रेजेंटेटिव ऑफ ESL अक्षत. So guys, I am going to ask them that what is the social agenda of doing this Dew Arena जो इन लोगों ने 80 cities and 270 different locations में organize किया था. And हम लोग इंदौर से आए हैं, so it's necessary to know that what's the social agenda of doing this. So yeah, over to you.
So I can only say that on Mountain Dew, we've always been about.
In fact, the first ever documentary of the famous Chai Sutta Bar is produced and directed by India Voyage. I got married in December 2019 and things changed for me as we are all aware of COVID-19. First issue of the India Voyage magazine was about to launch and the lockdown was announced. Suddenly the market, the economy, operations, everything changed. Almost after realizing that it's over, I realized it is not. Every change or challenge calls for a new beginning. I shifted everything online and launched the first ever issue of India Voyage with the cover story of artist and actor Kirti Kulari. Then Evelyn Sharma, Raghav Juyal, Sejal Kumar, Barkha Singh, Meghna Kaur, Ranbir Brar, etc. I was back with a team of 5, but unfortunately, the second wave happened and then the third. Significant financial losses and realizing that there is no sense to promote travel and lifestyle amidst such a big global crisis, I decided to put India Voyage publications on hold. This pause was emotional, yet an eye-opener for me. I read somewhere that before you build an empire, build yourself first. And I realized that I have totally ignored my health, lifestyle and nutrition throughout my life. But now is the time to change everything. I changed everything about myself and transformed my body, my mind, my lifestyle. I was all this time doing shoots and production work for my living and creating a backup for the comeback of India Voyage. I made 29th the best of my 20s. And as I turn 30 today, I want to tell you all that I feel I am 2 years old. I now think that 25 to 28 years of my life, I was living an unconsciously of every small yet important aspect of life, trying to build an empire early with the orthodox patterns of doing business. So, I am a 2 years old experienced kid now, who is the flag bearer of positive thinking and dreaming. What I accomplished in life so far used to look like a dream a couple of years ago, and now it just feels like a beginning. So, I know मैं आपको काफ़ी सालों बाद मिला, पर अब आप भी इस कहानी का, इस ह्यूमन एवोल्यूशन का और इस वॉयेजर की लाइफ का पार्ट बनो और जाने से पहले चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो. थैंक यू सो मच.